Hello everybody, welcome back to Forgotten City. So, where were we? Yeah. I stole something and then shit went wrong.
What?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I ain't talking to you anymore. I'm kinda busy, man. Here.
And now for my end of the bar.
What?
This is hemlock. Drink this and your life will be over in no time. Because the only way out of here is death.
What the Wow.
Sorry.
Wow, it is obviously a scam.
I offered to sell you a way out, and I did. And I
Fuck
should
you.
know. This isn't exactly the first time I've made this deal.
How about I just take it by force? Give me money or I tell everyone you're
There's
about
a reason everyone else who bought my way out
Ah.
and break the golden rule.
Hand it over before I put it in.
Do you know what you've done?
Give me.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
It's a fucking scammer. She's a scammer. A key. What you got? Oh, about scamming? Oh, I got some new information. Let's back in time.
Oh, and this.
Don't waste your breath. I know you are a horrible person.
How?
Dear diary, today I'm celebrating. I made the easiest 1,000 denarii I ever made by selling a way out to desperate. What the fuck? Of course, it may not have been the way out she was hoping for, but hemlock still counts. They'll teach her for insulting my hair, and since it didn't break the golden rule, may have to try this sometimes. Oh god, it's horrible. She did it once, then she do it twice. What the hell? Sir?
Hello?
Yeah?
My name's Dooley. I live here now because
What did you do?
No.
Looking for treasure? So you're a thief?
No! They said I did it.
Liability?
Yes. They said I have to live here now
Can you talk more?
and gave me this letter.
I don't know. What
My
treasure?
friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said he gave all I now know, but
If you give me the key, I can try to find out.
Hannibal said
I shouldn't give it to anyone I didn't trust.
hilarious.
Wait, hold on. If I break him, I break the rules. Right?
Like hilarious. If you help make Hannibal.
Alright.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. What's your story?
Well, I'm an architect.
Architect.
Or at least help out with repair. But hey, nothing gets by you, huh? Back and let me know what you find.
If it's troubling, is it not? I'm afraid I have. But my young friend Fabia confided in me that she saw someone leaving graffiti on his shop front last night.
Oh. Okay.
Have you? Oh, and but very.
Did you just scale the wall to my villa?
What the hell?
My name?
I couldn't see shit.
Are you? Why would I withdraw from an election?
Because if you don't, I'm going to kill you.
Fool.
Oh, what is this place? Oh, hello.
Alright, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
What?
No. Orpheus, what are you doing? Get back from there.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
What the fuck?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't.
Please, I'll help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. Thank you.
Let me guess. You're going to let... Screwed up my life. I'll be stuck slaving away. I'm out. Wherever you are. Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
Oh god. Was that my fault?
Well,
Yeah,
I
well,
suppose
what?
it means suicide isn't a sin under the Golden Rule.
What?
So I guess that means whichever god is responsible for it. It isn't mine.
Shut up. It seems somebody removed a plague from here. What? My turn.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored. And
Hey.
Did you just leap into my villa from the... That was... Well,
Yes. Yes. I also had such an encounter. And
Yeah?
because... But...
Meet you in the bath.
All right, you're here. You were asking how I knew the young woman you met by the river was wearing a hood. Here, look down at the bottom of the baths. It's a little hard to make out in this light. If only we could see. Oh, what a marvelous lamp. But do you see it? Somebody waking up by a river in a forest to find a hooded figure with a coin. It's just as you described it, only your pronunciation is a little off. The name you heard wasn't Karen. It was C-H-A-R-O-N, as in
Charon.
the ferryman of the dead. Charon, who in exchange for the right coin, helps the souls of the newly deceased cross the Styx, the river that separates the land of the living from the land of the dead.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, but all I found was some loose change. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute.
Oh.
Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
There are a bunch of old stories about the gods punishing people by making them do the same futile task over and over. But on the bright side, at least you're not stuck in the underworld like they all were.
I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. I take it you know what this means.
This place is the underworld?
I'm afraid so. It's all starting to make sense. All these people whose last memory was running from the fires toward the river. It seems none of them escaped with their lives after all. Perhaps we should be grateful they don't remember their final moments. It also tells us that the Golden Rule is the work of Pluto, the god of the underworld, and why his epithet has always been Father of Riches. I know it's a lot to take in, and you look as if you have questions, so I'll try to answer them if I can.
So we are dead?
That was my first thought too. In the old stories, the underworld was where the souls of the deceased were taken. But it was also possible for the living to reach it without dying, if they were particularly fearless. So I'm afraid I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting you're not from here. If you were Roman, or even Greek, each of them is slightly different. But they always it was said that he'd help the new arrival. That's
Do you all recognize Karen immediately?
To be fair, the ferryman isn't exactly as the poets described. And he, she, they seem to appear to different people in different guises. You say you saw a young woman named Karen.
Yeah.
And I once heard Kabash mention a stranger in a ram headdress named Kerti. And Rufius described meeting a stranger named Kumut Tabal wearing an eagle headdress. But whatever form this stranger took, they were always wearing a hood of some sort, and their name always began with a K sound. I suspect the only way you'll solve this riddle is if your paths cross again.
Okay.
Good question. Let's see. In the stories, Charon would always require a coin as payment for passage across the river, but that never made any sense to me. What does an ancient immortal being need with coins? In our case, it seems Charon didn't take the coins we had. He or she merely checked we had one in our possession. So, maybe there's something special about the coins each of us had on us. That might explain why we wound up here. No. I mean, I had my suspicions.
Okay.
Now that we know where we are, we have to figure out what to do about it. We don't have much to go on, except the old stories. I remember 4 in particular about heroes in the underworld. Hercules, the demigod and son of Jupiter. Orpheus.
Yeah, I know
Hercules
this.
was able to leave the underworld because he cowed its god with his strength. Sisyphus and Orpheus both relied on their wits instead. And finally, Aeneas was able to escape with the help of a spirit guide. So it...
To confront the god of the underworld head on, or find a way to escape with the help of Proserpina or some other guy. Yeah.
It's a reasonable question, but the problem is, this place is fairly well designed to keep us here. There's no way to climb up the shaft. And even if you could build a ladder big enough, just trying it would break the golden rule. We know that,
agree.
thanks to the writings left behind by those who've tried.
Alright, okay.
It's the you'll find them. However, I'm a...
Okay.
As I mentioned, both Orpheus, the it's...
That's all.
It is. If the...
Alright. Not yet. Blah blah blah. Alright. Who the fuck is Livia?
Say it. Speak its name.
Underworld.
Then it is true?
Yes.
I thought I saw it. I had to tell myself it was... I must apologize if my word he gives...
Okay, sure.
I will do my... There is the sluggish sticks, the one as the ocean... There, the other... I hope... And now we...
What is this place? Someone... What the hell? What? How long you been here? Max.
Sincere takes you all the way down here. Ah, yes. That I will tell you everything I know. But first, a request. I've been living down. The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good philosophy. Let us find out.
Okay.
Excellent. I see you are indeed. Now, wonderful. Would
Shit.
you...
Yes.
And to what extent? You sound confident, but I must ask, has your confidence, knowing that your moral...
I still confident.
Interesting. I'm reminded of something Socrates. Better to know it is...
Shut the fuck up,
so
give me the shit.
I'd rather not waste what little time I have left reasoning with the likes of...
Motherfuck.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Where's the key at, motherfucker?
Knowing that your moral errors will result in the deaths of yourself
Huh?
and everyone around you, how confident are you now?
Still confident.
Interesting. I'm reminded of something Socrates once said. To paraphrase, better to know that you know nothing than to know nothing and think that you know. It is because knowledgeable people have learned enough to know they know very little. In the broader scheme of things, you see, out there in the world, being uncertain about right and wrong was acceptable, because our mistakes rarely had consequences.
Yep.
So we would tell lies and bend rules and turn a blind eye and rationalize.
True.
And yet still find a way to think of ourselves as good people.
Agree.
But under the golden rule, morality matters. The slightest wrongdoing could result in a mass execution.
Yep.
So to navigate this maze, we would have to be certain about the difference between right and wrong. Wouldn't you agree?
Of course.
Is there one system of morality which is always perfectly correct, which you could follow in every situation and always do the right thing?
No.
Are you sure? Or is it possible that humans simply haven't figured out the right system yet?
Okay, I skipped it. So, is it up to each of us to decide what what right and wrong mean to us individually, or must we simply follow the laws of customs of whichever community we are in? Yeah, I think we need to decide.
So if a man feels that stoning to death his unfaithful wife is right, then is it right?
No, that's absurd.
I agree. But why? Didn't you just say right and wrong depends on the individual?
But you have a point. If he feels it's right to kill his wife, then he's confused or sick.
I
Ah,
see.
got you.
So you get to decide right from wrong.
What?
People who see things differently are not allowed. What makes you special?
Ah, okay, I see
And
what you
that's
mean.
credit to you. It is the mark of a civilized person to change their position when presented with a superior argument. My point is this. I don't think anyone alive truly knows any hard and fast rules about right and wrong.
Fair point.
If there is one thing I have observed about rules, it is that virtuous people do not need them, and evil people will always find a way around them. And so we must accept our limitations, and the sad truth that no human society will ever achieve the utopia for which it strives. In mathematics, we would call it an asymptote, a line that can be approached but never reached. Because the only way to create a utopia is with the ever-present threat of force, such as the Golden Rule. This and no other is the route from which a tyrant and life under tyranny. In any case, thank you for humoring an old man.
You okay?
You mean, how did I end up living alone in this cave?
Yeah.
I was a quarrelsome young man. At 19, I left. Back then, I used to enjoy it. I woke up on the banks of the Styx. I settled in,
Okay.
the plaque.
Yeah.
It is a cursed object, and I would.
All right.
I will very when the thus the and when they get.
I'm with you so far.
However, we had no idea as a week but there's.
Okay. So, oh Jesus, finally, bro. Fucking hell. If he say like something else, like, oh bro, no, I ain't agree with you, I'll fucking kill him, bitch. What's up with the mommy? I don't like it. What the fuck he say? A friend of, oh what? 11 friend? Jesus Christ. Ooh. Inspect. What the fuck?
Stop. Do not come any closer. Who are you?
Max, who are you?
I am Kabash. And let me guess. Another Greek or Roman come to loot and plunder the resting place of my ancestors. To what end?
I want to return it to the obelisk.
That is welcome news. I was planning to return it myself. Here, take it. Now, as for the other plaque.
Plaque. Okay, the fourth plaque.
Indeed, I have it right here. I stumbled across.
May I have it?
You may not. In fact, I am about.
Why?
Because it speaks a treacherous.
How so?
I will tell you. But first,
Egyptian underwear?
it has a name, and that is the Duat.
The Duat.
See what has become of it. I have been down here for weeks, piecing together its story. And here is what I have learned. As Egypt declined and the Greeks had their turn to flourish, their souls came here in great numbers. But instead of adopting our ways, they copied and corrupted them. When they found the obelisk bearing the name Osiris, the true god of the underworld, they desecrated it, removing his name and replacing it with Hades. Even the ferryman of the dead, known to my people long before as Kerti, they renamed to Keron. As if that
Keron?
desecration was not enough, they built over this place, using it as the
Yeah.
It is inscribed with a script I do not recognize. It would, and that.
Alright.
You must think me this work of. Too late.
No!
It is done. You would plunge into the depths of.
Fuck you.